these things started to surface in 2017. And there's a journalist in Mexico named Jaime Maussan. He was the face of 60 Minutes in Mexico, and he was the one who was really championing this story and trying to bring attention to it. But it didn't.
So that they uncovered this in Peru.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the they is grave robbers.
Yeah, grave robbers in Peru.
So it wasn't like an excavation, Indiana Jones style. It was literally some people who
Nothing
were
legal.
So this was they were. Is it? And what was this? An human burial ground?
So it's a cave. We actually paid the grave robber to take us, me and my film crew, to the cave. I didn't realize it was a 2-hour vertical climb up a mountain, and I'm terrified of heights.
Okay, but this is all going to be depicted in. You're doing a documentary.
Yeah. So I got a documentary called "This Is Not a Hoax" that'll be coming out probably January, February. We're in post-production right now.
Okay. And what do you do? What do you guys do? What did you do before you paid grave robbers?
So I'm a documentary filmmaker. I'm an investigative filmmaker. I'm mostly known for UFO documentaries. Mark, you can introduce yourself.
I'm a film and immersive media producer. So feature films, but more recently, the last 5 or 6 years, VR and things. Correct. Holograms and
the hologram.
Yeah.
I love the hologram. Okay. So this is how we came in contact. So you found out, you read about this as a documentarian. You read about this unearthed grave robbery.
Yeah. So September of last year, Jaime brought these 2 what looks like dead alien mummies in front of the Mexican Senate, and it went super viral.
Why did he bring them from Peru to the Mexican? Like, if you dig up a hole and you find something, why do you take what you find to Mexico?
So those bodies were
Mexican.
before
they were aliens.
Right.
Oh, not those
Get it?
kind of aliens. Idiot. Sorry.
Love that. Those bodies were extricated from Peru from the first batch and brought to Mexico through very formal channels. Kind of probably before Peru knew what they had in these artifacts.
So they didn't know what they had. So somebody created, when you see the bodies, and you should watch this on YouTube, and I have some of it displayed on the hologram here, and we will show you clips and pieces of what they are. And to me, they look human, somewhat humanoid.
Humanoid, yeah.
Humanoid. And so just take me through it. So he digs them up, a grave robber, for what reason?
To rob the grave.
Yeah, looking for artifacts, treasures that he can sell on the black market. God knows what else was found.
So he found these bodies.
Yeah.
And then why? And he decided to keep the body because the body looked a little different than the average human.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Typically, when there's a grave robber and they're going to a certain location, especially when it's that hard to get to, it's because they have some insight of what might be there. So, is there tales about that area specifically that made them go up there?
Yes.
So he, and by he I mean the grave robber. He would call himself a treasure hunter, but I'll call him
well, you call him Jaime.
No, not Jaime. Jaime's the journalist. The grave robber, his name is Mario. So Mario grew up in this area where the cave is, and he told me that he used to see these weird orbs going back and forth over the mountain, growing up. I personally don't believe that the cave he took me to is the actual cave where he's finding these bodies.
He's not a fool.
You're using the mic. You're a fool.
He's not a fool.
Okay.
So, but anyway, some of these bodies got into the hands of this journalist, Jaime Maussan. And last year, he brought the bodies in front of the Mexican Congress, and it went super viral. And because I'm known for making UFO documentaries, I had tons of people hitting me up asking me, is this real? Is this fake? And I said, I don't know. So in January, my producing partner, Serena DC, and we went down to Mexico to meet Jaime and to see the bodies. And we went down there thinking these were fake. I mean, you look at the images, it looks like paper mache, it looks like cake art. So we get there. they were gracious enough to bring the bodies out for us to actually see. And I'm sitting there with these two bodies right in front of me. And my friends back in LA are texting me stories that are breaking that moment about the bodies. And all the stories said, the Peruvian Ministry of Culture has confiscated the bodies, and they're just dolls. They're made of chicken bones and string, and you're stupid if you believe this story. And I'm looking at the articles, and I'm seeing the pictures of these two little bodies, and they're wearing dresses and hats, and they look fake. And I'm like, well, first of all, if you confiscated the bodies, how are they sitting right in front of me?
Good question.
And
Good
number
question.
two, it's clearly not the same body. So that's when Serena and I realized, oh crap, there's some kind of misinformation campaign happening here.